First of all, I didn't intend to delete that last video of me being... I've still got it, but I've deleted it by mistake when I've gone on to upload the one regarding the caravan I'm in now and about the stillness I'm seeking within, from not just the silence without, but the noise of the rain on the caravan roof. I don't know if you can hear it. But yeah, I only listened to parts of that video, but I was, as I've quite often been in life, chose intoxication and chose to open my life, my heart, about the issues I've had with a close neighbour and short affair. But I've come on this morning to say that when you live next door to someone like that and something does go on for a short period, it's difficult to walk away, even though you may well have felt like walking away during the relationship, when the relationship does come to an end. And this has been her choice, really. When you live in attached bungalows, as we do, every noise from next door, can create the noise and the drama in the mind that takes away the stillness, that then leads me to the fridge to open a tinny or two, thinking that it's going to give me peace, but it isn't. But I've been fighting with this addiction, you can call it, all my life. And I'll probably fight it till the end. I listen to many different reasons why alcohol isn't good for the mind, especially when you're having some trauma rolling around in it. I'm afraid it's been such a long choice for me, from the age of 16, 17 to now where I'm 68, so 50 years I've chose, or over 50 years, I've chose the beer as the way out. Luckily, in one sense, I do control it, to the extent having one or two over the half a dozen makes me quite ill the day after. Unlike some people who seek it again the morning after, or the time when they start coming back to reality. I'm not able to do that. I feel quite sick. Maybe this is a gift, I don't know. But as I say, it is about trying to create a gap in the involuntary mind patterns that go through when, you experience a relationship breakup, a friendship, any kind of loss. And I got up yesterday morning and just felt I needed to go. I didn't need to hear the doors banging next door. I didn't need to be tempted to send a text. I didn't need to be, in a position where I was looking out the window for that person leaving or coming. And I took an opportunity, which I've told you about in the past. I booked these short, last minute, 4-day breaks, Monday to Friday, in these caravans. I recently went on one down to Bridlington, the Bridlington area, and met up with a good friend off Facebook, a lady I've known. She came and visited me for the day. We had a laugh, a few beers, a couple of on the old, you know what I mean? And had a really good crack. Anyway, I wasn't going to do anything until Christmas. But this drama in my life, I chose that. I wanted to find some stillness, some peace. And when you book these breaks, you don't know what you're going to get. You know, the caravan in Bridlington was, I mean, I paid £49 for it for 4 nights. You can't camp for that. It was fine, yeah. And the lady who came to visit me was impressed by it. Now, I have had lots of these over the last few years, over many years anyway. And so I had other ones to compare it to and judge it to. Anyway, this one is an absolute minter. You know, I booked this yesterday morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. I just chose to come to this area I've come to on the edge of the Western Lake District. An hour's drive, an hour and a half's drive away. I paid £59, yeah, for 4 nights in, well, I'm uploading the video now of the place, and what I didn't even see when I was filming the place was the fact that the bedroom has an ensuite. I mean, it's for one person on his own to come and create my own self-retreat with the wind and the rain and the horrendous weather conditions I had to drive through. Yeah, there was floods all over. Lots of roads re-diverted and having to drive through, you know, almost a foot of rain in some dips and such. But I got here. I went into the cafe, the bar, which they have. And this, to me, is what spoils it. I had to pay £6.55 for a pint of that Madry shite. Not only is it brewed in the UK, but this was awful. It had a tang to it. It just wasn't nice. And the meal prices were, again, like extortionate. I mean, if you're coming on here, a couple, as this caravan could be well for, and a bedroom for 2 small children, you could well go into the bar, buy a couple of drinks, yeah, a meal for yourself and the kids, and it would cost you more than what I've paid for 4 nights in here. But anyway, that is what spoils these type of holidays. But I don't come to do that. You know, I've brought my own beer and I've brought my own food. You know, I thought I was being ripped off in booths, or local booths, where they wanted £3 a bottle for beer. But anyway, it's far better beer than I'm getting here for £6.50. But I had my 1 pint to test it, and I moved on. And yesterday I had a dry day, really. 2 beers all day. Just trying to get my head into what is I'm seeking, you know, stillness again. And no better place. You can probably hear the rain now. It's just howling. And the area I've come from, Cockermouth, has a real problem at the moment with the threat of floods. And this area also has, you know, but the caravan's in an area which I don't expect us to get flooded. But yeah, I thought I'd just update you and tell you that I didn't intentionally delete that last one, and I will put it back up because it shocks me sometimes to see the state I get into. But as my mother used to say, you speak the truth and you've got a few, even though it's upsetting for others and even yourself to see it. But that is the reality of what we live in. Anyway, I'll leave you all to it and have a peaceful day. I've had my first night in here. Beautiful, clean bed in. Good bed, yeah. Lovely lounge area. Heating, central heating. What more could I want? Love, peace and joy all come from deep within. Catch you later.